Students, today we are going to start with a new unit that is your redox reactions. This redox reactions we have already done a introductory part in the grade 10. Let's just recall it. Your oxidation and reduction reactions are basically we call them in a short as a redox reaction, and they are very common in our daily life. We say a very large number of the phenomena, both physical as well as chemical, biological, they all are concerned with the redox reactions. For example, chemical reactions जैसे burning of coal, sulfur, cooking gas या rusting of iron, generation of electricity, your digestion of the food, ये सभी क्या हैं? They all are the examples of the redox reactions. Industrial process also include in this. For example, हम electroplating करते हैं, extraction of metals करते हैं, प्रोडक्शन होता है लाइक पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट का या कास्टिक सोडा का. दे ऑल आर व्हाट? दे आर आल्सो अ रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन. फिर रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन जो है इट इज आल्सो एप्लीकेबल के लाइक जो भी प्लांट्स हैं फोटोसिंथेसिस कर रहे हैं फॉर दैट प्रोसेस दे आर कैप्चरिंग द एनर्जी फ्रॉम द सन, दैट इज आल्सो अ रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन. फिर what we say that like जो ozone hole है, by the recent studies we can say this also कि जो ये environmental issue हुआ है because of the use of liquid hydrogen as a fuel और ozone hole जो है वो develop हुआ है, that is also due to redox phenomena. So if we look the oxidation reduction reactions or your redox reaction, so the first concept which we have done in the grade 10, that is your classical concept, is what? अगर मैंने बोला that oxidation has taken place in this reaction, so what does it mean? Oxidation का मतलब that is your addition of oxygen या फिर any other electronegative element, or you can say removal of hydrogen or removal of any other electropositive element. It is called as oxidation. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं कार्बन के अंदर ऑक्सीजन ऐड कर दूं एंड इट फॉर्म्स अ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. जिंक के अंदर आई पुट अ सल्फर, सल्फर इज एन इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एलिमेंट, इट बिकम्स अ जिंक सल्फाइड. इट इज अ redox reaction. नाउ बिसाइड्स दिस रिमूवल ऑफ हाइड्रोजन का एक एग्जांपल देख लेते हैं. H2S plus O2, so it is going to form a 2H2O plus 2S. It is going to be a example for the removal of hydrogen कि sulfur से hydrogen is being removed. Electropositive element कोई और remove करना है, say suppose we are having a potassium iodide plus Cl2, it is going to form a 2KCl plus I2. This will be the example for the removal of electropositive element. So this is basically a oxidation reaction. Now when we talk about the oxidation in this, so what is going to happen, the we say the reactions involving in which any of this is taking place, then it is going to called as a oxidation reactions. Another thing, another definition which we read, that was the oxidizing agent. We say a substance which gives the oxygen or removes the hydrogen is called oxidizing agent, or you can also call it as a oxidant. Why? Because your, for example, we say O2. O2 is an example of the oxidizing agent. Now, why we are calling it as a oxidizing agent? Because it causes the addition of oxygen. Like carbon के case में we have seen in the upside reaction. Now, another thing, similarly, when we move ahead, another concept comes, that is a reduction. Reduction is what? It is the addition of hydrogen, or you can say any other electropositive element, or removal of oxygen, or any other electronegative element. Let's look at example. Addition of hydrogen, Cl2 plus H2, it is going to form the HCl. Addition of electropositive element, FeCl3 plus Fe, it is going to form a FeCl2, balancing it. Then if we want to look at removal of oxygen reaction in the reduction definition, so HO, heat it is going to give you a 2Hg plus O2. Removal of electronegative element, take example of FeCl3 only plus H2, so it is going to form a 2FeCl2 plus 2HCl. So this is what our oxidizing agent, reduction. So fourth definition comes a reducing agent, or you can say reductant. Now in this case we say a substance which is going to provide the hydrogen, or a substance which is responsible for removal of oxygen is going to called as a reducing agent, or you can say reductant. For example, H2, H2S, Fe, Cu, C, CO, sodium, they all are what? They all are reducing agent because they bring about the reduction reactions over here. So this was the brief introduction, which, or you can say recapitulation, which we have already done in the grade 10. Now, oxidation reduction, we have done this thing that they go side by side only. For example, अगर मैं एक example लूँ H2 plus O2 का, it is going to form a water molecule, this. Now in this process, what I can say, that what is happening, this your hydrogen is what? Hydrogen का oxidation हो रहा है, and oxygen का reduction हो रहा है. This hydrogen is what? It is going to be a reducing agent, and O2 is what? It is going to be a oxidizing agent. Means that your oxidation and reduction reactions, they take place simultaneously. They are complementary reactions. Now further moving ahead, let's start with the another concept, We start with the electronic concept of oxidation and reduction. Now, what we say in this concept, according to the electronic concept, let's look the definition of the oxidation. According to that concept, oxidation is a process which involves the loss of electron by an atom or group of atoms. Now, when there will be the loss of electrons, तो क्या हो जाएगा? There will be the increase in the positive charge, or you can say decrease in the negative charge of the atom or ion, which is undergoing a oxidation. For example, sodium metal है. It has undergone a oxidation. So Na positive and plus electron is going to come out. Now, what is going to happen कि अगर loss of electron हो रहा है and there is resulting a decrease of the negative charge that I show here, I have shown loss of electron resulting in increase in positive charge, and over here loss of electron resulting in decrease of negative charge. For example, MnO4 2 minus plus electron. So what has happened कि यहाँ पे there was a -2 charge and over here -1 charges remain. So what has happened? Increase in, sorry, decrease in negative charge. This is the electronic concept of oxidation. Now according to this, then what will be the reduction? Reduction is going to be a process which involves the gain of electrons by an atom or group of atoms. Now, when there will be the gain of electrons, at that time what will happen? There will be the increase of negative charge or decrease of the positive charge. Now let's look at example of gain of electrons resulting decrease of positive charge. Fe3 plus a electron is being out, so Fe2 plus रह गया. Gain of electrons resulting in increase of negative charge, Cl2, 2 electrons it is accepted, so क्या हो गया? Cl minus. So what happened over here? Increase of negative charge has taken place. This is what a simple electronic concept of the both. So what we have learned from this, that oxidation process involves loss of electron, whereas reduction process involves gain of electrons. Now when transfer of electrons in a reaction or we can say the species, what happens to them? Loss of electron अगर कर रहे हैं तो they will be oxidized, and gain of electron then it will be reduced. So we say that there cannot be a net loss or a net gain of electrons in chemical reaction. Means कि जितने भी chemical reactions हैं, they are going to involve the loss and gain of electrons simultaneously. Okay. Now जितने भी reactions है, we are starting since our junior classes के redox reaction होते हैं and they take a simultaneously, they take place simultaneously. For example, एक कॉमन एग्जांपल ले लेते हैं. I have written sodium plus oxygen Na plus O2 minus. This. Now, what is happening? कि आपका जो ये सोडियम है यहाँ पे, what is happening to plus charge है यहाँ पे. 4 sodium I have written over here. So what is there? That loss of electrons has taken place. 4 सोडियम है तो it means how many? 4 electrons. तो क्या हो गया? Oxidation. In the case of oxygen, over here, what has happened to it? It has it has gained the electrons. So what has happened to it? Reduction has taken place. Got it? Now we say कि आपके एक एलिमेंट के पास तो क्या हुआ, लॉस हुआ, एक के पास गेन हुआ. अब मैं अगर इस इक्वेशन को, इस पूरी इक्वेशन को आई कैन राइट इन द टू स्टेप्स ऑल्सो. सोडियम Na plus and electrons as released. O2 ने electrons accept करे थे. Here 4 will come. Here 4 will come. Okay. So O2 minus. तो अब इस वाली इक्वेशन को what we can say? इसने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स लूज करे तो हम इसे कह सकते हैं that it is a oxidation. And इसने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स गेन करे तो we say it is a reduction. क्योंकि हमने इनको पूरी ओवरऑल रिएक्शन ना लिख के टू डिफरेंट स्टेप्स में लिखा, तो व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू कॉल इट एज अ ऑक्सीडेशन हाफ रिएक्शन and reduction half reaction. This. So this is a basic concept of the oxidation, reduction, reaction and electronic concept. Next, types of redox reactions. Types of redox reaction में we have the two types which we are going to read. Direct redox reactions and indirect redox reactions. Direct redox reactions are those reactions in which oxidation and reduction takes place. Oxidation and reduction takes place in same vessel. Okay? Like in the grade 10 we had an experiment of the displacement reaction. तो we took a beaker में हमने copper sulfate रखा. Copper sulfate solution के अंदर we put a iron nail. तो what happened कि iron because it is a more reactive, तो धीरे धीरे जो blue color of the aqueous solution of copper sulfate था it got fade out and the iron nail get a deposition. So ये जो पूरा प्रोसेस था ऑक्सीडेशन रिडक्शन का, it has taken place in a single beaker only. So that type of a reaction is going to called as a direct redox reaction. If we say a indirect redox reaction, it means the reactions in which oxidation and reduction taking place in different vessel. Then it is going to called as a indirect. And this indirect reactions, redox reactions are the basis of the electrochemical cells. This is the basis for the electrochemical cells over. So today we are going to do up to here only, and then tomorrow we will discuss with example direct redox reactions and further moving towards the oxidation number. Good day all of you.